Morning. I'm recording this on the 17th of November at 7:21 a.m. Today marks 3 years of me doing YouTube. Wowie, 3 years. Now, I want to make a video, and usually when I make these kinds of videos, like these, YouTube 7 months in, I think it was, or was it 6 months? I think it was 7 months in. There is a bug on my webcam. Could you like not though? You're in the He's in it. How did Okay, whatever. But usually when I make these kinds of videos like the 7 months in one, the 1 year in one, the 2 year in one, I usually kind of talk about how it all started and, I didn't plan this and whatnot and stuff, but I feel like it would be kind of redundant if I just kept doing it over and over again, so I decided I want to do things a little bit differently this time. Um, so I want to talk about, how this year has gone for me, how I feel that after this whole year, and maybe even like what I plan to do in the future, what are my future plans and all that stuff for the channel, and Twitch, and whatnot. Which I usually, if you're in my Discord server, I usually give updates on stuff like what's gonna happen next, what series am I doing next, and usually I do go to the community post section on YouTube. But I figure maybe not everyone looks at that, and not everyone's on my Discord server, so uh, I can just address some of it here as well. It's not that big a deal. Um, so this year has been quite quite a year. Uh, it has been quite a year. Uh, in January, I started the new Super Luigi U series, which I am so sorry I did not keep up with that at all. Um, but I started with that, and I tried to upload some Outer Wild stuff, which like I also didn't, you know, continue with that. I do have a bunch of videos already actually uploaded on Outer Wilds. I just never did upload them or made them public, so I just haven't found the right time. Um, but I have failed to follow up on either of those two series. And then, as some of you may know, my grandfather, I learned of my grandfather's passing in January of this year, and that took a huge toll on me. And I uploaded for a little bit, and then I ended up taking like a month break. Um, and I continued. I did mainly like if I go to, uh, hold on, if I go to my channel right now, I go to videos and I scroll back to, I believe February is when I came back. I can't remember which day in February. Um, so Outer Wilds, Acorn Plains, Layer Cake Desert, Tanks Rebirth. I think I came back with the Western Land video with Mario Party 2. And that was when? That was, you can't see it. 21st of February 2025. So I returned with that video after a month of absence. And I recorded that video quite a bit beforehand. Anyways, I think I actually recorded the previous year. I just never got around to actually fully editing it. But yeah, I came back with Mario Party. Then I did the Mario Party Jamboree collab with Chips, and I played with Chips, my friend Kirby, and my mother. And then I did an Outer Wilds episode. Then I did Site 2 of Splatoon 3, which I do still plan on finishing at some point. Uh, just have not gotten around to it. And then I uploaded kind of like one-offs for the most part. I did a best of for Mario Party Jamboree. Did the Dead Space series, which I originally was uploading as individual episodes, but some of like the recordings got messed up if you look into the videos. Um, like where it zoomed in, all that. I just felt like I just want to release it all and just like not have to bother with that. So that's why I ended up that way. But I did a bunch of one-offs, and I did like a Minecraft movie Happy Meal, and then I did the Borderlands 3 series, which I actually had quite a bit of fun with. But they were obscenely long episodes, like 4 hours and stuff. Um, I think the longest one's 4 hours 19 minutes. Yeah, 4 hours 19 minutes. So, but it was still a little kind of all over the place. I still hadn't like found my footing, especially after I like retired Splatoon 3 as my main form of content, which I said there'd be no more episodes. And technically it's true. Technically there have been no more I've live streamed it all from here on out, but like when I made the move to Twitch and I started editing the videos, I was like, well, I gotta edit the Splatoon videos, you know, like it wouldn't make sense to edit everything else but not the Splatoon episodes. So I ended up like I've been editing them. I've been cutting out like waiting times, all that, and putting them on the channel here. Um, so uh, kind of broke my promise. Well, I didn't promise anything, I don't think, but you get my point. I kind of didn't follow through on that completely, but so my apologies if that offends you. Um, but around this time, I was in the Borderlands 3 series. I got a job, um, which kind of hindered my abilities to focus on YouTube as much. I lasted about 3 weeks there. 3 weeks. Yeah, that's something I will not discuss here. But let's just say it did not work out for me at all in the end. So, and then I got sick with bronchitis and walking pneumonia. That was fun. So, like the beginning half of this year was just all over the place, not very frequent uploading and stuff like that. And I was kind of dissatisfied with that. Um, but then I made the move to Twitch. I think it was like what, June, July? No, it was June. Yeah, June because I visited my relatives in different state in June, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I think it was around June or May. Um, and I started streaming there on Twitch and uploading the VODs over to the YouTube channel. Um, which I found a lot more fun. I found it a lot better to stream over on Twitch. I feel like Twitch is just better suited for streaming. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And a few months ago I reached affiliate status. So while I'm not making like the big book of money, it's nice to make a little money on the side. So I feel like Twitch is just better for streaming personally. I've met a few people on there that have joined my Discord server. So, um, but I streamed a lot of Dandy's World too, and I have not streamed that in a while because it's just like, but feels like ever since I stopped doing Splatoon content and um stuff like that, and then Dandy's World, like I got quite a few viewers on Dandy's World. I got quite a few people chatting in my chats, both on YouTube and Twitch when I did Dandy's World. And it feels like when I stopped doing that, like not as many people chatted as much. It feels like I got a lot less traction on my streams, and it kind of stung a little because like I don't want to do like Danny's World. I mean, it was fun, but I can't do that every other day. It's just not the game for me, you know. Like a one off here and there, enjoyable, but that's about it. So I actually did end up stopping that for the most part. I don't remember the last time I streamed it. Honestly, it's been a few months. I planned on streaming it. I planned on streaming it with Chips and Athena at one point again, but just kind of fell through. We all got busy and stuff like that. Um, which I have done a few collabs with Athena this year as well. Like I did the Kinito Pet, which was really fun to play and upload. Which I didn't stream for obvious reasons if you know anything about Kinito Pet. And then I did the Splatoon 10-year anniversary thing, which I was really happy with. I'm really glad I did stuff for that. Um, but yeah, I feel like making the move to Twitch and uploading the VODs is just more fun. And then when I started doing the Zelda series, so like I had another like break because um my another family member, my grandmother had passed. Um, I learned about her passing around the time that I did the Indigo Park stream for chapter one, and I ended up taking another break after I finished my main channels, like the show, the Gabriel show. I ended up taking another about a almost a month break, and I came back. I did a bunch of Animal Crossing streams. I did some Splatoon streams again. But then I decided on something new. I was gonna do the Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. I'll stream it completely, full series, and I was really happy with it. I enjoyed the game. It was one of the games I've always wanted to play. One of the Zelda games I've always wanted to play. And after uploading the first few VODs to YouTube, I noticed like people aren't watching as much. So after a lot of careful consideration, I decided to learn. I was gonna learn how to edit properly, or at least try to somewhat learn how to edit basic editing. I feel like I've done pretty well in that. I mean, I'm not the best editor by any means, but I feel like I've like the whole series. I think there's like 33 episodes and 35 videos in the playlist in total because I left the two VODs at the beginning. Um, I feel really satisfied with that series, which ended on YouTube a few weeks ago, but ended on Twitch mid October, I think. But I'm really proud of that. I'm gonna try to edit from now on. Um, I feel like I found my footing because I commissioned Regis90. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that username. On Blue Sky, who made the hat logo and makes the pins on the side of the hat on the bow. And I did the one game, one series at a time, and I am really happy with that step forward. And I just really happy. So thanks to everyone sticking around this year. It has been a chaotic year for for the channel and me compared to the previous couple of years. Um, but I feel happy with the direction I'm going. But I still feel like sometimes I can't escape. Like I did Splatoon 3 content for the most part for like 2 years straight, and it feels like sometimes I can't escape that. It feels like I don't want to be remembered as that guy that did Splatoon for like 3 content for a good while, and that's it. Like I don't just want to be remembered for that, you know. I at least want to be remembered as like the guy he started out doing like Splatoon 3 content for like 2 years, but then he branched off to other things and he does this now. We all still come over and watch him and stuff. I want to kind of be remembered for that. I don't want to be remembered as the Splatoon guy. It's probably stupid, but I genuinely don't want to be remembered as that. So I ended up making a poll both on the Discord server and um the YouTube channel about it. Like, what do you remember me as? Actually, hold on, I can pull it right now. I asked, when you think of me, do you think of quote the guy that did mainly Splatoon 3 content for 2 years? End quote. And on YouTube, I got 2 votes, one yes and one no. But on Discord, if I go to my server and go to polls, I got 3 votes, and all 3 said no. So not a whole lot of votes, admittedly, but it feels a little nice that people are kind of remembering for more than just the Splatoon 3 content. And I do plan on playing Splatoon Raiders when that comes out. I plan on doing like a series on that and stuff. But yeah, it's been a chaotic year. But I am pretty happy with where I'm going forward right now. And I'm really glad a lot of you have stuck around for the most part. I'm sure there's people that come and go, like with every channel, with every source of entertainment, really. But I appreciate everyone who has stuck around and stuff. It means a lot to me. So in terms of what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna stick to the one game one series for the most part. like I said in a community post, there may be times like I do a one-off or maybe a mini series, like a couple episodes on this or something like that. There's always the possibility of that, but I am wanting to stick to like one game, one series. I feel like it's much more doable. I feel like there's a lot less pressure and all that stuff. Like, oh, I just have this one series to focus on. That's it. So I can put as much time into editing and stuff as possible that I want. Um, Upload schedule, I have no clue. I don't plan on really having one. It's just I upload when I upload. So nothing there. But yeah, I plan on sticking with that. And the next series I want to try to do is do the Plants vs. Zombies Replanted series, which I uploaded one episode on. But it all depends because I am moving, as a lot of you may know. So it depends on how that goes, how quickly we can get settled in, so I can try to finish up the game with my mother. Um, and then I want to do Undertale, which people on the server are like, "Hey, yeah, like you should do Undertale." I'm like, "Oh God, I played Undertale so long ago on the Xbox, and it's like I got stuck on the Undying fight for so long, and the pacifist playthrough, or at least somewhat pacifist because it's the first playthrough, so you can't get true pacifist or whatever. But I spent so long on that. It took me like 2 days to beat, and I got stuck in the spider fight, and Muffet, I think, Muffet or something, and I just never beat it. And so I'm like, oh God. But Discord server people want it, so we're gonna try to do that series and hope I actually beat the game. I am not doing genocide. It's never gonna happen. But I am gonna try to do at least the pacifist route. And then Indigo Park has a chapter 2 coming out either end of this year or next year, and I want to be able to play that on stream and beat that game when the game's fully done and all that stuff, as well as Giggleland. So I already have a few games in mind and stuff like that, but that's the plan so far. Still gonna feature friends and stuff like that, like Kirby, David, Athena occasionally whenever we can get the time, because she's still in school. So yippee. I do want to try to collab with Chips again at some point. Um, Me and her have actually already talked about it, but I don't want to like talk about too much until I'm done moving and I'm done settling in and stuff like that. So yeah. Anywho, thank you so much for sticking around. Google Home just started picking me up randomly. I don't know what that was all about. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who stuck around. Really, like I said, really appreciate it. Um, I don't really have much else to say other than thanks. And it's been a wild ride, been a chaotic year. Lots of death, lots of sickness and stuff. But well, not lots of sickness, but I had a couple sicknesses that really took me out for a while. But I feel like I've found my footing somewhat again. And I feel like I know where I want to go next after Splatoon because this whole year, like I've been just trying to figure out what to do after Splatoon because I've done it for so long that like it's what I'm used to. Like oh Splatoon, all you have to do is like record a video or stream it, and like then you just take out the waiting parts and you're like good, like pretty crazy, pretty easy. So like, I mean, it's not the best editing in the world, but I felt like that like you could still get pretty good amount of people watching your stuff by doing that. So I always felt it was relatively easy to edit and upload a Splatoon video. Um, so I feel like I've finally gotten my footing somewhat, and I know where I want to go next. But yeah, again, thank you very much for sticking around, and yeah, hopefully y'all have a good. Gosh dang it. But yeah, let's try it again. Hopefully y'all have a good morning slash afternoon slash evening slash night wherever you are in the world.